The Tale of Big Mama KADI and the Stolen Bananas. Once upon a time, in a bustling village nestled near the edge of a great forest, there lived a woman named Big Mama KADI. Now, KADI wasn't just big in size. She was big in personality, in laughter, and especially in appetite. She was famous across the village for her love of food and her habit of solving every problem with a plate of something delicious. One fateful day, Big Mama KADI decided to treat herself to her favorite snack, bananas. Not just a few bananas, she bought an entire basket of them from the market and carried it home on her wide hip, humming a cheerful tune. As KADI approached her house, her neighbor, Mr. Cabo, stopped her. "KADI, are you really going to eat all those bananas by yourself?" "Of course," KADI said, patting her round belly. "One for breakfast, one for lunch, and 5 for dessert." Villagers laughed, but KADI didn't care. She went inside, locked her door, and placed the bananas on her kitchen table. She planned to savor every single one. That night, as KADI lay snoring in her bed, a gang of monkeys crept into her house through the window. These monkeys were the most notorious thieves in the village, and they had their beady little eyes set on KADI's bananas. The leader of the gang, a particularly crafty monkey named Momo, whispered to his crew, "Be quiet. If Big Mama wakes up, we're finished." One by one, the monkeys tiptoed to the table and began snatching the bananas. But just as the last monkey reached for the final banana, KADI's nose twitched. Even in her sleep, she could smell a missing snack. Her eyes flew open. "Who dares to touch my bananas?" she roared, jumping out of bed so fast that the floorboards creaked in terror. The monkeys froze. For a moment, there was silence. Then Momo shouted, "Run!" The monkeys darted for the window, but KADI was faster. She grabbed her cooking pot and hurled it like a frisbee, knocking 2 monkeys off their feet. She chased the rest out the door, her nightgown billowing behind her like a warrior's cape. Momo, clutching the last banana, made a desperate leap into a tree, but KADI wasn't giving up. She climbed after him, her determination as big as her appetite. The villagers woke up to the sound of branches snapping and leaves rustling. They ran outside to see Big Mama KADI halfway up a tree, shaking it like an angry bear. "Come down, you hairy thief," she shouted. Momo, panicking, tried to escape, but the banana slipped from his hand. It fell, bounced off KADI's head, and landed on the ground. KADI climbed down, dusted herself off, and picked up the banana. "You see," she said, holding it up like a trophy. "No one steals from Big Mama KADI." The villagers cheered, and KADI marched back to her house, victorious. She sat at her table, peeled the slightly bruised banana, and took a big, satisfying bite. As for the monkeys, they never dared to come near KADI's house again. And from that day on, the villagers had a new saying: "Big Mama KADI doesn't just eat her banana, she fights for them too."